intelligent. And this is a place where he can almost say anything, almost, except for a few areas that he and I have discussed are off limits. So he has a lot more leeway in this show than any other show. He also, if he says to ban somebody, I'll consider it more if he says. Okay, ban the shit out of him? Alright, where did he go to? Sorry, you've been banned under the advice of the chatter known as Stabby McHugs. Do you want to block Bunko? A blocked user will no longer be able to post messages on any of your creations. Yes. Okay, there he goes. I am just so excited. You know the group I'm a part of, We the People Oklahoma. Our leader, Mark, won Tulsan of the Year. This is like a big deal. He's on this big magazine in Tulsa. And Carrie went and got 72 copies of it. We can't even find it because she's in her little minivan driving around picking up these magazines. And it's just so way cool. And it's a really well written article. Well, you just told me to ban him. I am so happy. Like earlier, I was talking about one of our friends at the right of what he had said about us, and we had no idea that it went this deep for him. He's into activism, and he said, We the People is an emergent instance of the new order, stretching across the world, working towards liberating humanity through militant transnational direct democracy. Isn't that deep? I mean, isn't that cool? I'm just, whoa. Well, we have all kinds of support nationally, internationally. We had some Danish news crew once filming us from Denmark, I guess. I just, whoa. You know, just like, wow. I mean, I'm smiling. I'm happy. I'm so happy. And we asked Mark how it felt to pick up a magazine that had his picture on the cover. And he said, unreal, you know. I forget all the stuff he said, but it was pretty cool. I mean, it's not like he's the pioneer woman. I grew up with Ree. She's got that show, The Pioneer Woman. And she's doing something new lately. I forget what it is. She has her own cookware at Walmart. And she's replacing Paula Deen. And between you and I, they're making a really big mistake. I'm going to hush. But I just feel so incredibly happy, joyful. I mean, this month can't get any better. You know, we didn't have any tornadoes. We had a little snow. On December 10th, we got the 2015 Oklahoma Human Rights Award. And the people that awarded this was, they are the Oklahoma chapter of the United Nations. Like every state has a chapter for the United Nations. So it's actually a United Nations Humanitarian Award. I got the picture somewhere. And I went to the Capitol. I put a picture of me at a desk. I was in the our state's House of Representatives. That's how I should say that. Stabby, if I could give you a hug and a kiss on the side of your face, I would. I mean, maybe I would even give a hug to the dumpster. That's how happy I am. We're just waiting on CNN now. I mean, we literally are talking about it in our private chat room, and I'm hoping he's getting ready for what he wants to say to CNN. I mean, this is going to be so big. And to start a new order of democracy, I mean, this is amazing. This is the people getting the power back. This is so way cool. I hope there'll be a rash of laws where the citizens can come forth and ask a judge if they can impanel a grand jury for malfeasance in their local or state government. There's only 6 states that you can do that in. New Mexico is one of them. We need to make a difference. You know, and all this stupid, petty Spreaker drama doesn't mean crap. You know, people that are intelligent talk about ideas. A small, low-level thinker is going to talk about people. And this next year, I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about people unless it's talking about making a difference. I really want to focus in on this. I mean, after this year, anything is possible. I really want to go after the high rate of female incarceration in Oklahoma. We're #1 in the world. Not just the nation, the world. We have more females incarcerated per our population than Russia does, or the Ukraine, or Germany. We are the worst. In Oklahoma City, there's more of our citizens killed by police than any other city in the nation. Per capita, per cops per people. And it's bad. I forget the name of the gentleman, but he was a police officer that got convicted of raping mostly minority African American women in the Oklahoma City area. And he cried. Oh, he cried. He cried so hard his whole body was shaking. And this is in open court. Because he knows what's going to happen to him. He knows. So he's probably going to be solitary confinement for the rest of his sentence, which should be about 300 years. So his sentences will be served concurrently. Is that how they say it? He was convicted in 13 of the 18 charges. Mostly were first-degree rape. Some were sodomy, oral sodomy, and then the other. Oh, I feel so good. I really do. I feel great. I feel awesome. But I'll play a song for Stabby, maybe because he's not feeling too good right now. I'm going to play this for you. This makes me think of Stabby.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid? Why aren't more people intelligent like me? I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely inside real Rome. There's no one, just me only, sitting on my little throne. I work very hard and make up great plans, but nobody listens, no one understands. Seems like no one takes me seriously. And so I'm lonely, a bit of lonely. Pour it on me. There's nobody.
Poor Stabby.
To feel like a bird in a cage. It's kind of silly, but not really. Because it's filling my body with rage. I'm the smartest,
you should really listen to the beginning of the podcast.
But nobody else seems to realize it. When I change the world, maybe they'll notice me. And until then, I'll just be lonely. Yeah, little lonely. Pour it on me. I'm so lonely.
And that was for Stabitha McCugs, the chat warrior Spreaker. And, he's been given a hard time by some hosts on Spreaker recently, and I think it's time to reach out to Stabby. He is not stupid, he's intelligent, and he takes people out on their BS. He calls them out. And I think there's a place for that here. I really do. I really do. This is Mark telling us to record all interactions with the police. I'm going to play a couple takes. And this really funny song to me, What If the Tea Party Was Black?
All right, one announcement. On Thursday, if everyone can, come to the Church of Restoration. They're having another meeting in reference to police brutality. So they welcome all of your inputs. Please come. Please come.
At what time?
Don't let this die. It's 6:30. Please come. Don't let this die. And before we leave, when you go home, please make sure you take the social media and you continue the conversation. That's right. You continue the conversation that says we will not stop until justice is served.
Yeah.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No peace. No justice. No peace.
No justice, no
That was a good day.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. All right, guys, I want to respect.
Like page, so they know when the next one is. Like page, so they know when the next one is.
According to Stacy,
Come on.
please go to We the People Oklahoma and like the page. And we're going
Stacy
to
is
be
cool.
posting information. And keep in mind, this is a people's movement. This is not about our group. This is not about your group. Right. This is about all groups. Because we all are human.
Jeremy Lake, because Kepler is going to be coming up for court.
Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
The Jeremy Lake. Oh, that was bad.
Before we leave, I want to be respectful of everyone's time. I know this is a work week. If anyone wanted to say something really quick before we leave, please let me know.
I have a question. Okay, are we going to be here for any pending trials or rallies to show support?
Right now, I don't want to answer that, Arlene, because I'm not sure what the group
He
is
never
going to
wants
decide
to
on
answer
Thursday,
anything,
and they
I
can take
swear.
that information there. So, okay? All right, guys. Thank you for coming out. Please be safe. Don't let this die. Please be safe. And listen, one more thing. When you see a police officer, take out your phone and start recording them. You have every right to record all interactions. Do not let a police officer tell you cannot record. Record all interactions. If it was not for the guy who recorded that event in South Carolina, we wouldn't even have this discussion. So thank God that he recorded this information. So record all police interactions. You have the power. You have the power. Be safe, guys. Thank you.
And that was Mark Lewis, the leader of We the People Oklahoma, who just recently became Tulsan of the Year because of his activism and the group We the People Oklahoma, what we accomplished as a whole. Now in the chat room, I'll pull it back up. Stabitha McHuggs asked me if my views on African Americans changed at all as of recent. Well, it's been progressive over the last 3 years. You know, that white privilege thing is truly real. I have so many ways, just looking back, I had been arrested for not paying my, we used to have these safety inspection stickers, and I forgot to get my safety inspection sticker done. So I got a ticket, and I got it done the very next day. Well, silly me, I'd never paid my tickets before. My father had passed away, and I forgot to pay the $10 fine. So I get pulled over. There's a warrant for my arrest because I didn't pay a $10 fine. And the police, they're really nice to me. And they're so nice that the officer in the passenger side gets in the back of the vehicle so I can ride up front. Now, have you ever heard a minority getting to ride up front? I bet you haven't. And I get released within 30 minutes. And we have a nice conversation, the police guys and I. And it was just weird. Just really, really weird. And I was treated differently than, say, one of the minorities. And then I had my day in court, right? So I go to my court date. And the guy in front of me that's going to be addressed is Native American. And apparently he had a public drunk charge. Because she read him, the judge read him the riot act up and down the road. And then some. And I think I was 24, 23, 24. I must have been 24. Who's talking now? Eleanor update. Okay. That's the dog that had surgery.